welcome back to another video. And today, from the title and thumbnail, you might have noticed that I picked up a new car, and this is gonna be my first project car on the channel. Well, actually my first real project car. Now in the past I've made videos with my Audi A6. That really wasn't much of a project car because there's not much that I could have done with that car. I did, however, made some videos because I ran into a couple of issues, and I thought, why not make a video? Maybe somebody else out there might be going through the same thing, need a little help, and that's how I made those videos. But today I'm here with my real project car. Now this car, I'll need to do like a whole bunch of stuff to it. Powertrain, cosmetics, all of that. And I thought I'll show you guys what I will be doing to it. It's gonna need a lot of work because I want to build this car relatable to a lot of people. Not a lot of people will be able to accumulate all the parts all at once and then just put it all together. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it in stages. Look out for the series. It's gonna be time consuming for sure because I'm planning on doing a lot of work by myself. So you guys, can relate to that. So this is my 2006 Acura RSX. It is the base. It's not a Type S. The reason I didn't go for the Type S is because of the plans I have for this car. I will be changing the whole powertrain. And if you know anything about these cars, the Type S came with a K20. And K20s are known for the lack of torque down low. You really gotta rev the car out to get to get the power and really get it moving. I am planning on putting on the K24A. Wow! This car will be getting a full powertrain, engine, gearbox, all that. I'm sorry to disappoint you guys, but it will not be boosted. Oh no! So this car, I will not be putting a turbo on it. I will not be putting a supercharger on it. It's not gonna be the fastest car. It's gonna be mainly a track car. It's not gonna be all out fast car in a straight line, which most of these Hondas are known for these days. I just want something that I can take to the track, have a bit of fun on the back roads and stuff like that. So that's what I'm building this car for. It does need some work, however, as you can see, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but the rear quarter and the door, they're two different shades a little bit because I had to do some work on the rear wheel well right there because it started to develop rust. This car is originally from Jersey, and as you know, in these states where it snows and stuff, you tend to have like rust. I do also have a rust spot on the door right here. That is going, but I do have a plan for this, hence the reason why it's still there, and I haven't changed anything on that. But other than that, that's the only spot that I have right now. But like I said, I have a big plan coming for that one. Here you can see a small spot, but that's not too bad. Wipers, scratches here, here. This trim right here needs to be replaced. You know, aesthetically, there are some stuff that needs to be addressed. Um, I did do a headlight change on it. Um, I will be going back to the stock headlight at some point, but I just need to get the stock ones with the black housing. So I'm looking for somebody to actually get that done for me, because I don't think I trust myself to do that shit. These don't look too bad at night, especially with the because they do have the halo rings on it. But yeah, I'll keep rocking them for now until I get the OEM, you know, started to look like this, because I like the black housing look. I'll put a picture on screen right now of what the OEM that came with this car looks like. As far as the interior goes, um, it's it's fairly decent. I'll say that. The steering wheel, you can see it has its wear and tear on it. The car does have over 200,000 miles on it, so yeah, of course you expect that. The driver's seat does have rips in it. I think somebody at one point tried to tape this back together to keep it from, you know, going any further. I'm not sure how this got ripped like that. It looks pretty accurate. Um, on the side bolsters right here, um, that one is going. I'm not sure if I actually want to replace both seats or just do the driver's seat and get like a Recaro pole position or so, just for the driver's side. Because like I said, I am going to track this car. We'll also need a cluster upgrade, because when I do swap the transmission, I don't want this little shit right here, and I also want the tachometer to go up to 9,000. I did do a head unit upgrade on this. Um, this one is a cheap one I got off eBay. It does work. It does what I need it to do. So not complaining. I might upgrade that at some point, but you know, it's whatever. I don't really use Apple CarPlay for anything, you know. So yeah. And here's the reason why I'm upgrading the engine. Now this car does come with a K-Series, but this is the K-Series that nobody wants. This is the K20A3. Uh, this one, it doesn't have true VTEC. You know, the VTEC is only on the intake side, so when VTEC is activated, you don't really hear it. You know, it's a peasant of the K-Series. You know, it comes with plastic intake, and yeah, it has like 160 horsepower, but everything else in here is pretty stock. I did have to change the engine mount, because that went. I mean, obviously the car has 200,000 miles. You would expect that. Uh, but yeah, it's not bad. I don't see any major leak in here. You know, so yeah, this car, the chassis is pretty good. The chassis is pretty decent, and that's the reason why I got this car, because there's really not much difference between this car and the Type S. You know, apart from like the suspension upgrade, the brakes, and the engine and gearbox, of course. But those are stuff that I already planned on changing, because you know, K24A, why not? Now the question that a lot of people might have is, why didn't I just go ahead and get a Type S? Now the real reason for that is, had I gotten the Type S, I would be capped at probably about 250 horsepower on the K20, because those engines, they rev high, but they're not really capable of making a lot of power naturally aspirated as the K24 will. And the K24, it comes with much more torque. Now out the box, it comes with 200 horsepower. That in itself should tell you enough, you know. And I always told myself that if I was supposed to get like the top of the line, I would really want to keep it stock, like if it comes with a K20, I want to keep a K20 in it. I want to keep the original engine in there, you know, because that's actually what makes the car what it was, you know, because like I said, apart from the engine and the gearbox and the slightly bigger brakes, there's not much difference between the base RSX and the Type S. And these cars, you know, looking at it from here, you wouldn't be able to tell the difference if you don't really know. You know, a Type S could pull up right here, right now, and they would look basically the same. And this, it's not hard to make it look like a Type S or even better. I do have a second set of wheels for it. I would probably put it on. I would probably put them on at the end of this video and show you guys. I will go ahead and put the second set of wheels that I have on it and show it to you guys how good it looks by just, you know, installing a set of wheels. So